Alright, peace and greetings, YouTubers. Okay, Darren Wilson and Ferguson, let's just get right to it. I'm going to skip all the emotional BS because I already said this was going to happen in my white privilege video and some of the other videos that I was talking about. So anybody who wants to know anything that I previously said about this scenario, check out my white privilege video, my Mike Brown video, the dude getting tased in the car, and the Eric Garner video. It's all already up in there. It's all in there. Just, yeah, watch that. Anyway, it's funny though. I said this crap was going to happen. And you know, I'm not even outraged or pissed off because it's just like, for me, it's reality. This stuff happens and you just know what the outcome is going to be. So emotionally, you almost detach yourself and you just you just focus on what the real issue is and how to freaking solve it, which I'm still trying to figure out. So yeah, it's a hot mess. And see, I knew he was going to get off because the minute I found out Bob McCullough was on the Darren Wilson support team and that, you know, he was donating money to the Darren Wilson fund, well, of course, there's going to be some loopholes and Darren Wilson's going to get to walk free. And then I kept thinking even deeper. I'm like, you know, there's a grand jury, 12 on the jury. You need 9 votes for yes. Now, if the demographic of the jury is 9 white people in the state of frickin' Missouri, one, first of all, and then 3 black people, and you need 9 votes for a yes, you know, as much as I love everybody, it's probably hard to believe that you're going to find 9 white people who are going to vote against a freaking white officer who shot a black kid who in the media has been ripped apart and, you know, showcased and character assassinated to the point where this person seems like a monster and some crazy teenager who robbed a store for cigarettes and was jaywalking and fought Darren Wilson, and Darren Wilson had to fight for his life. And then the pictures of Darren Wilson leak and, you know, you're ready to see these grave injuries that he sustained, and his profile, his picture, there's not a single scratch on him, you know, stuff like that. Oh, by the way, Darren Wilson got married in October, living happily ever after. Congrats, Darren Wilson. You can use that $400,000 that was raised for you for your honeymoon. But, hot mess. And what's getting me is, okay, so now everybody's reacting. Of course, people kicking over trash cans, burning stuff down. And now you have all of the moral police that are coming out. Oh, my God. Don't do that. Don't kick the stuff over. Don't break the police window. Don't burn stuff down. Well, remember Martin Luther King? And I'm like, can we be honest? Okay, y'all gonna stop using Martin Luther King like that's kryptonite or something for black folks, okay? That's not gonna make us shut up. First of all, as much as we love Martin Luther King, that man got shot in the face wearing a suit and tie while praying for the people who oppressed him, okay? And you saw how that worked. So if he can get shot in the face standing on the balcony with a suit and tie, what do you think is gonna happen to everybody else who tries to follow that same route? Anyway, here's my thing. People are tired. People are so frustrated with always having their voice not be heard. And this is a prime example of that. When Mike Brown was first killed, there were protests and riots the first few days. And yeah, there was that convenience store that got burned down. And people were like, oh no, go about it the right way. So the rioting died down and people peacefully protested for 100-something days. Marched, protested, voted, went to city council, went to meetings, candlelight vigils, prayer vigils, the preachers come and pray. They sang We Shall Overcome. They sang Kumbaya. They did TV interviews. They did social media campaigns. They had fundraisers. They did this, they did that. Did everything legal because we were told, just let the justice system prevail. You know, justice will be served. And then justice came today and was like, no, we're not going to do it. And not only that, it came in a way where there's a 20-minute speech telling all the people who were passionate about justice for Mike Brown that they were all delusional and that they had no common sense and that they jumped to conclusions and everything that they thought they knew was wrong and they knew nothing. And that Darren Wilson did absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing wrong because he was in such danger of an unarmed kid that he had to shoot at him 12 times and hit him 6 times. Twice in the head, you know, make sure he's dead. You know, he's writing that. So, of course, now you have this population of people who feel that they have no voice. They're tired of this bull. So, of course, they're going to kick over some trash cans and burn stuff down because they did everything you asked them to do. They went home. They stayed in the house. They marched and sang, and they didn't kick over stuff. And they tried to be as peaceful as possible and hands up, don't shoot for the last few months. And look what happened. Nothing. This is the end of justice. We can't let justice prevail in this because that's it. You know, the prosecutor does have the option to override the grand jury and prosecute Darren Wilson, but clearly that's not going to happen. So, at the end of the day, it's just another day in America. Black lives don't matter because in America, you can get sentenced to 23 years for shooting a retired police dog. But if you shoot a kid 6 times who's unarmed, don't worry about it. You get $400,000 and a vacation and you get married to live happily ever after. And that's my 2 cents. If you want my real 2 cents about everything, check out some of my past YouTube videos. And I'm out. Subscribe. Hot mess. If they burn stuff down, it's warranted. That's my opinion. Sue me.